So welcome everyone. This is the webinar for the new lunar year, and we're working with the Maiden. And I'm Michelle Duke. If you don't know me, I am an intuitive alchemist. I have studied many different styles of energetic healing, and I have found that as a way to mush together everything that I have learnt, that I work with the alchemy between myself and my client. So before I jump into a little bit more about myself, I would love to just acknowledge our beautiful land in which we reside. I reside on Noongar Nation through the Balladong people of this land, and I acknowledge them as the traditional and ongoing custodians of the land here in 2G, Western Australia. And I just want to give this moment of thanks to them for not only holding the space of honoring the land, but honoring the spiritual awakening of this land and its people. I would also like to acknowledge my lineage, both formal and informal, both spiritual and teachership. And I would also like to give thanks to the one heart, the one mind that connects us all. May we live from this space. Now, it has been my calling to create and lead the new paradigm of the witch. And in doing so, it is that ruffling of feathers and shaking up of old ways. I am not here to dismiss the path that has been, but I am here to acknowledge and open a path forward. For those of us that want to establish their own connection with the mystic, the alchemist, and the healer in a way that textbooks or tradition has not really allowed for. And it is my passion, words can't even describe. It is my driving force to allow for each and every one of us to acknowledge our inner witch. And working with me, often I will be working at releasing those chains of persecution and ways that you have been held back or held down from owning all of you. So that is just a little bit about me and a little bit of what I do. But today we're here to welcome in and create space for the new lunar cycle that is upon us. It starts on Friday, the 12th of this month, and we are welcoming in that new 13 moon cycle. A few years back, when I started to really shift my perspective on the way in which our new year started, I found that the natural following of the moon cycle fit more harmoniously with my life. And January no longer feels like a wasted month. I'm not sure whether you recognize or acknowledge that, sometimes January feels like it's a bit of a hit and miss month. And it was in shifting my perspective of how things were going to be that I found following that new lunar cycle as the way of, introducing the new year. January no longer became a wasted month. It was that final month of finishing all of the things that 2020, or whatever year it was, had allowed for us to finally finish all of that. And then I could step fresh into this new year and find that beautiful, setting of resolutions and all of the things that you want for this new year made so much more ease and sense by focusing it on the lunar cycles. Part of being a woman, and especially, with that witch aspect into it, everything is all based on the cycles of life, of the seasons, and especially the moon. And more intimately, as we follow our own blood cycles, as to whether you bleed with the new moon, the full moon, or one of the waning or waxing moons. It's following your own cycle. You really get to be in touch with a deeper aspect of yourself. But I'm not here to discuss that today. I am here to open us up to opportunities as to what this next 13 cycles can bring about for us. And we are welcoming in, from the Chinese aspect of astrology, we're welcoming in that ox energy. Now, I am not a Chinese astrologer. I dabble a little tiny bit with astrology, but it's not my strong suit. So I'm working with the energy of the actual animal here when I talk of the ox's, its ability to be hardworking and its strength. The other side, obviously, of an ox can be its stubbornness. And, when we work with that energy in its light aspect, stubbornness can be really worth it. It can be that, digging in of the heels that require that extra staying power. And, the ox here is offering us opportunities as to the ways in which we can rebuild foundations, starting, this new lunar cycle. And it is married with the metal energy in the Chinese elemental chart. Part of what I have studied is kinesiology, and we use the 5 elements in that aspect. And metal is more of a mental loading energy. It is more about insight and creating balance. Justice also comes into it, but also that non-attachment to outcomes, and having the ox with this metal energy will really allow for us to lay foundations that we, of what we want after 2020's real shake it up kind of gift that it gave us. We really have the opportunity now to lay some solid foundation. And if you have learned anything from 2020, it is not to be attached to outcome. And this is the perfect way of, paving your foundations, but also trusting that if we need to shift focus or to flow with that, with change, that we can do that while still having a really good solid foundation. So it is that energy that is coming through for this new 13 moon cycle, that, you know, strength within yourself, owning your truth, and also being able to roll with whatever is thrown your way. It is that beautiful alchemy between, you know, your truth and your strength, and willingness to stay open to change. I'm just going to grab some water. Oh, actually, I'll just have my tea. And that is why I felt the drawing of the Maiden coming through for this month. I felt her freshness. She feels to me like the what's it, Major Arcana card of the tarot, the Fool, in that she is so open and trusting and willing to step off that edge, knowing that she will land, and trusting that. And this is the energy that I am inviting us into today, to be able to open yourself up to the Maiden's energy, full of potential, full of awakeness, and that playfulness that she provides. I'm not sure whether you found the ending, like, you know, throughout all of last year, the seriousness and, you know, that weighing us down a little as a collective. And I feel like, even though here in the Southern Hemisphere, we are not facing spring as such, but I feel like this new cycle starting is like the awakening of spring once more, just as, you know, the flowers are starting to expand out of the ground and awaken. This is that energy and potential for the Maiden to come through. And I would love for now just to offer myself over to her as a channel, so that she can express anything that is coming through for her and for us as a collective right now. So and she is dancing her way into the hearts and minds of all of us, and most specifically to all of the women. And she is saying it doesn't matter your age, your ability, it is this awakening moment that your spirit requires. Diving deep into the deliciousness of life, tasting the forbidden fruit as if it is the first thing you have ever placed in your mouth. Dropping the taboos, opening your soul up even more, cracking yourself wide open, and allowing that love to pour in. Imagining that love as liquid gold pouring over your divine vessel. Create sacred space. Allow for intoxicating scent to be around you. Throwing open the windows, the doors, shaking up the energy of your home, as well as your temple, that is your body. allowing winds of change to move you. And as you do this, allow me in. Allow me into the aspects of you that have been hidden. May we together meet these stories, these taboos, these forgotten parts of self. May we kiss them open so that they can shine brightly. For that is the true aspect of life and living. See things with fresh eyes. From this moment onwards, look at everything as if it is the first time and marvel at the wonders around. She is delicious. What I am going to invite us to do at this time is take us through a guided meditation and allow for this aspect of the maiden to welcome herself into you. And from here, I would love for you to be able to take the opportunity to set about an intention. It does not have to be a big, huge intention for this year, but one intention that you can hold and grow in yourself with the maiden's assistance. So if it is inviting in more playfulness, bring that in. If it is cultivating more balance and structure in your life with the ox energy, bring that in. If it is wanting to bring in that metal energy that is currently coming through, working with self-worth, insight, non-attachment, and being open and receptive to all and everything. Trusting that for our greatest good, we can open ourselves up to receive whatever inspiration comes to us. So getting yourself comfortable. And if you have water on hand, just take a sip now. Finding that nice, comfortable spot where you are seated. And just closing down your eyes if it is safe to do so. If not, just gently fixing your gaze and softening into that. Taking a deep, intentional breath in, filling the belly as much as possible and holding at the top. Releasing out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Letting go. Letting go of all effort required to bring you to this point in your day. And again, taking in another intentional breath. Breathing in through the nose, filling your belly as much as possible and holding at the top. And then releasing out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Gently dropping your shoulders, softening that jaw. Letting your breath return to its own natural rhythm. Bringing your attention now to the center of your chest. Feel, sense, think about, or imagine a spark of light at the center of your chest. And with every breath in and out, this spark of light grows and expands, filling your whole chest area now. Moving out over your shoulders, down your arms, all the way down to your fingertips. Moving up through your neck, softening and releasing your jaw. Moving up over your ears, washing over your head and face. Running down your spine. Igniting, illuminating, vibrating the trunk of your body and all its vital organs. Softening and relaxing into your hips, your pelvic bowl. Moving all the way down your legs, the knees, your calves and ankles, all the way down to your feet and your toes. Allowing your entire physical body to be illuminated in this radiant light. This is the light of your consciousness. Bringing your awareness now to the very bottom of your feet. Allowing for your Earth Star portal to open and be activated. And seeing the stream of light from your body moving down into this Earth Star portal and traveling down further, deeper into the Earth, moving through layers of stone, rock, the crystalline beings, the waterways hidden through layers of bone and stone, until we connect into the heart of Gaia, and allowing for that liquid light to connect with Gaia now. And seeing her light infuse with your own. drawing that energy up now, back into your own physical body. Feeling that connection to Mother Earth. That nurturing, gentle, loving energy. Feeling her strength, her purity, as it meets and greets your own energy. Breathing deeply into this connection. I invite you now to bring awareness to the very top of your head, above your crown. As we open the cosmic star portal now, allowing it to activate as your liquid light moves up into this portal, drawing up and through, making its way up out of our atmosphere, past our known universe, out into the cosmos, drawing up still until it connects with the great central sun, the source of all life. Feeling that connection now, the infusing of cosmic power being drawn down into your own vessel. Bringing this liquid light back into your vessel. Feeling that connection of open quantum connection. That vital energy. That receptive energy. Being infused now into your sacred vessel. And allowing that connection from earth and sky to meet in your heart. Allowing it to throw open the heart star portal and welcoming in the divine Christ consciousness, unconditional love for yourself and for all. Breathing deeply, allowing these three energy centers to remain open, clear and charged. Taking a deep breath in, letting it go. Bring to your mind a doorway. Notice the color, the size, the shape of this door. Move yourself towards it. As you make your way through to this door, it opens effortlessly. And you step through this portal. And you step into a field of wildflowers. You may feel, sense, think, or just know these wildflowers are connected to new beginnings. You may have a hint of fragrance in the air that you recognize. It is a familiar scent, and it is that of the Maiden, her beautiful fragrance filling the entire space. And as you walk this meadow, you feel the need to create a posy of flowers. And you lovingly choose each individual flower. And as you pick and give thanks for each and every flower, you begin to realize that you are feeling lighter, more open, more willing to receive joy and beauty in your life. And it is as if each flower is singing its own beautiful song that only your heart can hear. And it brings so much joy to your very being. Each step has brought you closer to a stream. And with the river in your sights now, you make your way over to this water's edge, ready to dip your toes into this cool stream. And just as your toes start to touch the water, you feel that jolt of exhilaration and excitement that comes from your body having a new experience, meeting the crispness of water on your skin. This water is so inviting that you step completely into this river, this gentle flowing river. You make your way into the middle of this waterway. And you breathe a deep breath and let out all that has held back from you, all that you no longer need. And it is this releasing of breath, this deep sigh, that finally allows for you to fully immerse yourself in the water. And you begin to float, allowing the current to gently glide you down away. Knowing that this water is cleansing and clearing any stagnant energy. The river starts to slow. So you are no longer drifting down the river. You are stationary. And you stand back up, cleansed from this beautiful sacred space. And you notice on this part of the water's embankment, there sits a young woman holding the posy of flowers that you had picked. And you make your way over to her now. She hands you a blanket to warm yourself. And she is picking the flowers one by one, smelling and braiding these beautiful flowers that you have picked into a beautiful flower crown. Once she has completed it, she places it on your head. And she holds your face in her hands. And with a cheeky giggle, she gives you the quickest kiss on the lips. She has a flirtatious nature about her. And you can't help but laugh alongside her. It is as if she is your very best of friend, that you can be completely yourself around. And she pulls out some playing cards and starts to shuffle these cards with you, placing them out as if she is reading your destiny. And then she wipes them away and they fall into the river. She looks at you very seriously now, still with that light-heartedness. And she says to you, this is your opportunity to choose your life, your path. It is now that you can make your own rules, call your own shots. And I am here as your cheerleader, ensuring that everything will work out for us. She stands and she offers you this opportunity, sitting at the water's edge, cleansed and renewed, crowned by the Maiden herself, inviting you to bring your intentions into reality now. I allow for you to have this moment to get clear insight from your own sacred space, allowing for this intention to grow, to cultivate. Allowing this moment to gift yourself insight as to what you are welcoming in. And with this knowledge, this intention set, you stand to meet the maiden, and together you walk forward from the water's edge back to the meadow. You notice that there is another doorway. You both move towards it now. And the maiden reaches out and opens the doorway. Her eyes sparkling bright and wide. With a big smile on her face. Ready for adventure, mischief, and magic. And she holds your hand, and together you step through this portal. You notice that you are back in the room in which you have been seated. Lightness, fresh, renewed energy. Taking a deep breath in, filling your lungs as much as possible and holding. And releasing out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Bringing some gentle movement into your body. And in a moment, we are going to be moving into the embodiment practice for this intention setting. Whatever intentions you have created for this new lunar year cycle to be kicked off, let us solidify this intention with movement, however you see fit. I am going to play this musical piece. It is only a 3-minute piece, but I invite you to really shake it up and get that intention into your body as best you can. And just coming back into your body. Just taking a beautiful deep breath in and letting it all go. That is our beautiful, beautiful connection to the Maiden and welcoming in that beautiful energy that is full of potential, full of fresh new beginnings. I hope that you can really embody that aspect, that intention, and see it being seeded into your reality for the next 13 moons, or whenever your intention was due to be birthed for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love being able to offer these beautiful webisodes that you get to experience that beautiful connection into what it is to awaken your full potential. Thank you so much.